This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
What up, Junction Crew? It's your boy Prince, and yeah, we back with another one for sure. Oh man, I am so tired of snow. I feel like Old Man Winter was trying to go in his bag this year and just go ahead and give us all that was in that bag, blizzards and everything and whatnot. I feel like I'm living in Colorado, but I digress, right? So today's video is based off of like a conversation. The conversation was about original or reissue of vinyl records, right? All right. So I'll give you the plus and minus for both ones. And then later on during the video, I am curious to know your input, you know. But let's get to the first part, right? So the first part of it is an original vinyl. Original vinyls tend to have a warmer sound because the way it was pressed, right? It was less engineered. So you tend to hear a lot more of the instrumentation, a lot more of the vocals. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing if you can get your hands on the original pressing of an album. Now, the reissue. The reissue tends to be remastered, so it has a lot more mixing into it. And this is why a lot of people that get original vinyl, that's the only way they go, because they don't want to have extra mixing or remastered, engineered, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people just don't want that. They just want, the warm sound. They want to hear the vocals. They want to hear the instrumentation. They want to hear it in its like purest form. And this is where a lot of people tend to go with that, Um, Me personally, I love I love an original pressing of an album, and when the needle drop and you hear the pops, and then the song plays, it's like music to my ears. No pun intended, right? But but this is what I love to hear. But like I said, I was a DJ, so more or less, I like the nostalgic piece of it where you drop the needle and you hear the pops and all that. I love that. But that's just me. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with a reissue because I tend to have a lot of reissues myself because it gets to the next point. The reason. So, right, original presses of an album cost a lot. Okay, they cost a lot because of, again, some of it could be because it's limited edition, some of them because if it's a rarity or whatever, but they tend to hold value because it's what a lot of people are trying to go after. It's what a lot of people admire. That, like I said, that warm sound, I gotta have that. I want that. You know what I'm? So it's worth this value for me to try to get that. But sometimes a lot of these people on these markets, these secondhand markets or whatever, these markets that sell sell original albums, they jumped off the deep end. Like, these prices is ridiculous. And I'm going to show you some albums. And then on the side, I'm going to show you what it is to purchase on this original album now, where people are just trying to um they just don't going crazy with these prices. Like, I feel like, anyway, I'll get to that part. So original vinyl is very expensive, because of a lot of the reasons I stated earlier. Reissues tend to be cheaper. So let's get into some examples, right? This is Jodeci's first album. Jodeci's first album. And I'm going to hold this for a second because now I'm about to show you what they want in the market that they selling this thing for. So I'm going to hold this for a second. Now, do you see that price? Who is gonna pay? Who is paying that? Who is paying that? You know what I mean? That is ridiculous. But that's what they do. You know, they know it's about supply and demand. And you want this album? How bad do you want it? Because I could price it how high I want, and it's gonna go to the highest bidder. So, are you willing to pay that price? That's the question. Next one. Let's show you original. You know who this is? Don't need no introduction. All right? No introduction. If you know who it is, you know who it is. This, if you listen to this, the original vinyl, which this is, you do hear such a warm sound. The vocals. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let's get to another. This is a reissue, right? So this is a reissue. This is Mary J. Blige's 25th anniversary. This is the reissue of the album, right? I personally, yeah, see what this is, and it says it right here. See, remastered. You know, people don't like to hear that if you had the original vinyl. You know, but nonetheless, I had to get that because the prices that people want for this Mary album, it's ridiculous. What people want for this album is ridiculous. I mean, like I said, so at the end of the day, what are you going to do? If you're a vinyl listener, what are you going to do? Are you team original and I only want original albums? Are you Repressed and you be like, you know what? I don't care. You know, I'm going to buy this album because I love the artist and I don't care about the warm sound. I don't care about all this other stuff. I just want just the album. I just want to play just the album. I don't care. Let me know how you feel. I'm curious to know how you feel, you know? This your boy Prince. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.
If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you love what you see, hit the red subscribe button and the bell to stay up to date with brand new content for sure.
Don't you hear this old school joint? Don't you ever touch my stereo.